So this is my last question, Ashraf. But before I ask you, I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to pick your brain and for indulging me and your answers are brilliant. I really, really enjoyed listening to your answers. And I think that a lot of people are going to get so much of benefit from them. So the last question is to speak to us about the lion park analogy. I think it's important here. Once again, thank you so much. Everything of the best to you.
Okay, so you want to know about the lion park analogy. Okay, the lion park analogy is based on a account of a tourist in the Kruger National Park who, despite being cautioned to not jump out of the car while on the game drive, decided to jump out and take pictures of some baby lions, which are cubs, and she was mauled to death. So somebody might say the tourist was killed by the lion. Is that really true, that the tourist was killed by the lion? To hear that the tourist was killed by the lion suggests that the lion was able to go to the car, open the door, and get her while she was inside the car, and the lion had this ability to kill her and went for her and killed her. That she was a victim of, she was murdered by the lion. That's not true. She jumped out of the car. She walked all the way to the baby cubs. She might have even tried to move the baby cubs to get a selfie with the baby cubs. The lion only protected her cubs. That's a beast. That's what he does. So in the lion park analogy, it's suggestive of, if you sit in the car and you enjoy the ride through the Kruger National Park, you'll have a wonderful game drive and you'll have, enjoyable sights. But if you act irresponsibly, you can experience the worst horrors. So in this world, it's like that too. If you are in the car, what that means, if you operate securely, self-fully, satisfied, if you open up to flow energy, focus energy, if you're operating in a responsible way, you won't experience opposing forces. If you know of the one power and you submit and surrender and you rejoice and you act in alignment with the principles of the one power, the universal principles of creation, then you will go through life enjoying life all the way through from birth to death. But if you step out of the car, if you start believing in need and you start operating like something is missing and something is lacking and that you need to get it, and you start malfunctioning, that you think you can control the world, and you start trying to get things to come to you and so on and so forth, you are malfunctioning, then you start miscreating, then you start experiencing the worst horrors that come upon you. These are not really there. They are self-created, they're illusory, which is a topic for another day, but I think I've answered your question. So thank you so much for all these questions, Suraya. I really, really enjoyed answering them, and I trust they meet your satisfaction. Thank you very much for your efforts and in interviewing me. Thank you again.